A funding deal for the Milwaukee Brewers Stadium will be put to a vote tomorrow, but there's still a question of whether there are enough votes for it to pass. Political reporter Will Keneally breaks it all down for us. Will?
Well, Eric, the big question right now is whether there are enough votes to pass the deal. So here's what the state Senate looks like, and there are 22 Republicans. They need at least 17 votes to pass the legislation. Now, we know of at least one Republican senator voting no. Senator Van Wongaard's office confirmed to us that he will not support the funding bill, and here's why. The Brewers and state lawmakers are in negotiations right now on a stadium funding deal that would help keep the Brewers in Wisconsin through 2050. That package is made up of three parts: funding from Milwaukee City and County, the state government, and the Brewers themselves. The fight has been over how much funding the team itself should chip in. In the latest proposal, they increased their share by $10 million. And a new tax on non-baseball events would reduce the share the state is chipping in by roughly $30 million. But that's not enough for Wongaard, who shared with us that, quote, taxpayers have already paid too much, and there would never be enough money to make the Brewers happy.
Assuming that the Senate would pass that over to us, I see no reason why we wouldn't have the votes to be able to concur on that amendment almost immediately and put this issue to bed once and for all.
It's a different story in the state assembly, where an early version of the bill passed with a wide range of bipartisan votes. It's unclear in the state Senate whether Republicans have the 17 votes needed to pass the funding plan.
I'm confident that we have the votes to concur on that specific amendment. If they add other things in there, then that's a different conversation.
Now, so we're confident that this bill would pass the Assembly. We're not so sure about it passing the state Senate here tomorrow. We could see some changes to the Senate floor when this bill is brought up tomorrow. Now, if it fails, where does it leave us? Largely back to the drawing board. But there have been some other iterations of this Brewers deal floated. Governor Evers, for example, advocated using state surplus funds to get the stadium earlier this year. They'll have full coverage on this vote throughout the day tomorrow.